Okay, let's kick things off, starting talking about the news about Erik Karlsson's son. Well, we might as well do it first, because get it out of the way, because anyway. Yeah, that's a horrible thing. Thoughts with them, obviously. I know they're not listening, clearly, but still, can still think about them, because I can only imagine how horrible that is. I can't imagine, but still horrible. But anyway, we're back. There's no real way to segue from that. But anyway, we're back, episode 5 of Locker Talk Podcast. Back in studio, in our beautiful studio. We got a nice ladder in the corner here, doing some renovations or something. I don't know. Today's going to be a little different. We're not going to talk much hockey. Well, we'll talk a bit, but not a ton. Mostly NFL and baseball. Baseball season kicks off next week. We have a whole lot of questions to answer to from a wide range of topics, so that's good because that fills the podcast, which is great. Mm-hmm. We can talk about those all day long. We'll talk Blue Jays. We'll talk a bit of hockey, enough hockey to fuel the hockey fans. But I guess first thing, let's start with NFL free agency. We're in week 2 now. Most of the big guys are off the chopping block now, off the signing table, if you will. But we've got a few guys still out there that are good. A few guys just got cut. We've got Alan Hearns just got cut by the Jaguars, the receiver. Jacksonville basically has no receivers anymore, so that's good for them. I don't know. Big names have been picked up. Who do you think's the biggest name so far that is going to change the face of their team?
Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
Getting their franchise quarterback.
That's true. Well,
why would you
franchise?
Is he franchised?
3 years, $84 million.
Yeah, but he could be paid like one, but he might not be one. For
well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Joe Flacco.
I think he's going to be great.
I mean, I think he's... Yeah, Joe Flacco. Ew, don't ever say that name again. He's horrible. I'm just going to pull it up here just so I don't mess anything up or forget anything, because that would be bad. Case Keenum's in Denver.
Which
I think that's going to turn out badly for Denver. I don't think he's that good.
I don't think they really had any quarterback options other than him since once Kirk Cousins was gone.
they gave him
a
pretty big deal, 2 years at 36.
Can we just talk for a second? Okay, I watched a video today. This is not on the topic of free agency, but the rookie wide receiver for the Bills, Zay Jones. There's a video on TMZ last night that he got in a naked fight with his brother
and tried to jump out.
To jump out the window. Like, this was, I don't know if he was sleepwalking, but he said, "I need to fight for Jesus," which fair on him, good for you. But then he tried to jump out the window and cut his leg, and there was blood everywhere.
I had not seen this yet.
It's quite the video.
It is quite the video, and it's like people screaming. Like, there's in the aftermath video there was blood everywhere, and he was in jail for the night for felony vandalism, because when you spew blood all over walls of an apartment building, wherever he was in, and then kick a hole through a 30th floor window and try to jump out of it, you're probably going to get arrested. But anyway, back to the free agency talk.
Cleveland Browns have beefed up Tyrod Taylor's name starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Beefed up the offensive line. Jarvis Landry comes over from the Dolphins. They're still terrible, but I mean they're trying to do something.
They can probably win.
I think they win 5 games.
I was gonna say 5 or 6,
yeah,
5 or 6 games.
That's probably fair to say.
But then if they draft Saquon Barkley, they might win 8. The running back from Penn State, really good.
I guess.
He's pretty good. He's gonna be good.
He'll probably be picked first overall.
Yeah, they should take him first overall. He's the best player in the draft. Probably the best player in the draft in a long time.
The Bills made some moves. They got lots of stuff going on. AJ McCarron coming in. I don't know if he's really gonna.
He's pretty good.
He's okay.
He's a Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He's their new quarterback.
Sam
Fair
Bradford getting 2 years, $40 million in the Cardinals is a silly move for them.
That
Yes, it
was
is.
weird.
I don't know why they do that, but I mean, whatever. Do you
Because
think?
here's why they do it, Matt. Their quarterback without
I forgot
Bradford
Dan's a pretend fan.
is Drew Stafford.
Drew Stanton.
Drew Stanton.
Drew Stanton sucks.
Yeah,
So
that would be Plan B. So
yeah, that's a good point.
That would be why they took a chance on him.
So we got Kirk Cousins been picked up.
Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah,
Released.
Tyrann Mathieu released and signed in like the same day.
Yeah, to the Texans.
To the Texans. Texans are going to be their defense is really good. Well, anytime you have J.J. Watt and then Tyrann Mathieu, it's pretty good.
Jimmy Graham going 3 years, $30 million to the Packers. I like that a lot.
I wanted him back in the Saints, so that would have been really nice.
Speaking of the Saints, Drew Brees getting a ridiculous contract, in my opinion.
Well, the second year is an option, so I don't think he'll take. I think he'll play the 1 year and then be done.
I'm pretty sure Drew Brees' last 5 contracts have options that he hasn't.
Yeah, he doesn't take. Well, yeah, he had a 1 or 3 year deal last time, which worked fine. But he has the 2 year option, but I think it's a mutual one, so they both have to agree on it. And I imagine, like, he's gonna break the passing yard record this year if he stays healthy. Obviously, he probably just wants to do that. Potentially be a Super Bowl contender with the Saints again, and then he'll probably just be done. I don't see what else he has to really accomplish, so that's what he'll do. Yeah, so Kirk Cousins scooped up.
Sammy Watkins,
Where's Sammy Watkins again?
Chiefs.
Oh yeah, the Chiefs.
$48
yes.
million.
Malcolm
That's a
Butler
lot.
says thanks for not playing me in the Super Bowl. I'm going
Yeah.
to sign with the Titans.
Yeah, that too.
Yep.
He's not that good though, I don't think.
That's bold.
I think he'll be getting some hate mail on that one.
I really
No,
like
I'm just
him
saying
a
I don't think
lot.
he's that good. Like if Bill Belichick doesn't play, you're probably not that good. And I am not a Patriots fan.
Yeah, I know that's where you're going to get the hate mail.
However, if we want to hit our first question based off of this, I will fire that up. I know it was a question about the Patriots, so I can flip over to the Locker Talk podcast page.
Twitter page.
The Twitter page. We got a question from Tape to Tape. And
We have multiple.
We have multiple. Thank you from Tape to Tape. We have, do the Patriots make the playoffs with all the departures they've had? The answer is yes, and they'll probably still be in the AFC Championship if you destroyed that team entirely, because they're a walk-on for the AFC Championship every single year. Yeah, I think they make it. There's not really a whole lot.
I have no argument to that.
No, because as long as Tom Brady and Belichick are still there, they're going to win games, and it's not going to matter. Ask me that in 2 or 3 years.
Tom versus time.
Maybe. Tom versus time, yeah, seriously. Another football question is Garoppolo going 16-0? The answer is extremely no, but I do probably make the playoffs, I think, with Garoppolo quarterback for the 49ers.
He played pretty good at the end of the year.
He played really well, yeah, he's really good.
Is he going 16-0? It's so aggressive.
Yeah, I don't know about 16-0, that's pretty aggressive, but he's going to have a good year. Could be an MVP. Could be an MVP candidate. Could be.
10-6.
Could be. 10-6, that's probably fair, to be honest.
Not make the playoffs in that weak division.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. No more football questions I don't see. We got some CFL ones, which we can hit up if you would like.
Coming from Caleb Palmatier. Find him here.
Mm-hmm.
Very early Grey Cup predictions.
I'm going to go with the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Bold.
I know it's bold, but it's fine. And they still have Chad Owens, which is what really matters.
What? No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Chad Owens plays for the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
When did that happen?
2 years ago. Or a year ago. 2 years ago.
Right, well, they don't have
That
Chad
means
Owens.
you're CFL insider.
Yes. Yeah, I'm still going Hamilton. I never liked Hamilton, but Steel City's going to bring one home.
Probably the Argos. They got a Mark Trustman and
That's true. And Ricky Ray still.
Ricky Ray, and I believe Anthony Calvillo is their
He just
quarterback
signed
coach.
it. Yes, he
That's-
did.
that's
That was
probably
this
fair.
week.
I'm going to change mine, actually, because now
here we go.
I'm realizing that Hamilton's not very great.
Well, they have an unreal quarterback, but anyway.
They do, but it's out of weapons. I'm going to change my tune, and we're going to go to Calgary. We're going to say the Stampeders.
Choke City.
Believe I. Mitchell.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have a rematch again.
Really?
Even though hope Rob Bagg isn't listening right now. I love the Riders. I think they got a great team. I still think the Calgary plays Toronto again. And
Do they fumble the ball this time?
Yeah. I think Calgary will choke once again to Ricky Ray and the Argos because Ricky Ray is undeniably the second best quarterback in CFL history.
To his quarterback coach.
So
why do you even need a quarterback coach for Ricky Ray anymore? What was the point of signing him for that?
I guess you're right. He calls his own plays.
Yeah, it's not like he has... So, yeah, exactly.
And then...
putting Ricky Ray up there with Doug Flutie, that's bold.
I love Ricky Ray.
Oh, yeah, Ricky Ray is really good.
Let the stats do the talking about
this analytics.
The analytics. Then look it up.
He is really good. He's been good for a long... I feel like he's played for like 150 years, too.
Because he's literally 150 years old.
Yeah, but he's still good.
He's unreal. He fights injuries, though, every year. He always seems to go out.
He always has, like, broken collarbone, broken neck, broken back, everything. Knees. He's the Tony Romo if Tony Romo could have played through his injuries.
Tony Romo.
Keep going. If you have more questions. Yeah, cool.
Other than the Rough Riders, what team are you really excited to see with all the off-season moves that have went on? It's probably a question directed at me.
Yeah, you go ahead.
But I think I'm really excited to see Montreal Alouettes come off the worst year they've had in probably a decade. They signed Josh Freeman, former NFL, not superstar, but just average quarterback.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him come to the CFL and see what he can do. He might be a bust, but they made a few moves, and I'd like to see the Owls bounce back. I mean, I don't like them, but sorry, Corey Mace, they're all right. And so I'd like to see the Owls, and I think the BC Lions are going to have a good year too.
I'm going to double down for a second. I'm excited if, and I know this isn't going to happen, but it could. If Johnny Manziel...
it's already confirmed he's not.
But it's Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel doesn't know what Johnny Manziel's doing.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And there's no contract on the table for the Spring League. So if he does come up to Hamilton...
He won't start.
No, I know. But could you see him in a goal line situation like Zach Collaros was in Toronto?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I think I'd be pretty fired up about it.
It'd be cool.
Or they trade his rights to Montreal or something. Who has
That's
nothing.
A big talk, was it too? Yeah.
But he probably wouldn't want to be Montreal's a party city. He'd probably love it there, which is not good for his future.
That's fair. Darren, do you have any teams? No.
Okay.
I got a question though for you too. How many CFL players are going to go play in the new Pro Football League?
The new one, the AAF?
The Alliance of American Football.
I think...
To compete with the XFL.
I think
this league
none.
Apparently.
I think none. Not none, but I think none of importance.
I think very few. And I think people underestimate the skill level of the players in the CFL, and I think that it's a great league, and I don't think they'd leave it for that.
No, I agree. Plus, the cap keeps going up for CFL. Like the revenue goes up, which is good, gets players more money.
And they're getting another team, so you know what? It's looking up for that.
Halifax, right? Potentially.
And we've got one more question. The CFL's after back-to-back years of losing in the Grey Cup game, can you still put Bo Levi Mitchell, the Calgary Stampeders, in the top two quarterbacks in the CFL? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
He's the best.
He's not the best.
You don't think so?
No.
Claros?
Claros is not even
not
good.
Not the Claros, sorry. I'm blanking. I'm drawing blank.
Jennings? No, I don't know. He's in the top two for me, sure. Even though he chokes and he makes you've seen him throw a pick to a wide open Toronto Argo.
That's true.
To clutch the win, but I think he's in the top two. I guess, a guess.
2 out of 8.
2 out of the starting. Yeah. I don't think
he's in the top quarter of the league.
Yeah. So you know what? Yeah, he's good. I like him.
Yeah.
Something I've always wondered is...
No disagreeing with that.
I understand, and this is kind of maybe a weird question, but some of the questions were like an opinion. You see bad NFL quarterbacks come to CFL
and be bad
at the CFL. Why don't we ever see good CFL quarterbacks go to the NFL and maybe they'd be good?
I believe Calvillo went to a couple tryouts.
Calvillo played 2 games for
and Burris.
Steelers.
Henry Burris did as well. He played for San Diego.
Yeah. And then they just aren't good.
They just cut him. I just don't know.
I actually don't know why. I think Bo Levi Mitchell, with the arm strength that he has, could play as an NFL starting quarterback.
Really?
I think he I think he could walk on the Cleveland Browns right now and be their starting quarterback over Tyrod Taylor.
Well, I mean, the ball's bigger and he throws it a long way, so
he's got
smaller balls he
arm
could
strength.
probably throw a cannon too. Let's transition a little bit, not too far, just to the more major league of the NFL. Not more major, not in that way. I just mean like the more publicized league.
That's fair.
The draft is in a month. The Jets just moved up because they want a quarterback and they value them all the same, but they need one. There's going to be a lot of quarterbacks going in the first round. A lot of pro days today. Apparently Sam Darnold, who was possibly number 1 overall pick, had a really good day, and it was rainy, so that's good because it rains in Cleveland. But he's probably not. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. I don't even want to do a mock draft because I don't know. We're still going to do our 40 times. Just needed some warmer weather. That's all. So we'll definitely hit that up. There's a lot of mock drafts going around. I don't really want to dive into those because they don't really mean anything at all.
Most mock drafts have quarterbacks going 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, a lot of them. With Barkley in there too usually.
I'm looking at one right now
on this
with Barkley at second to the Giants.
That's weird. I don't see why Cleveland would pass on him just because he's a generational talent.
Says Cleveland's going to take Sam Darnold.
But they have Taylor for now. Just go.
Tyrod.
No,
Taylor.
I'm just saying. But like, you draft Barkley, the guy who's going to change your team instantly, and you draft another quarterback at 4 who may just be Darnold, because the Giants aren't taking the quarterback. They're going to take Quentin Nelson probably, the guard. And then
I think the Giants should because I don't like.
At 3, the Jets are probably going to take Darnold, maybe, or Allen, or Rosen, or Baker Mayfield, or
the Giants already had their quarterback for the future.
maybe Eli Manning. Apparently, they're going.
Who was the guy they started that one game because they thought he was going to be good?
I have no idea, actually.
I couldn't tell you. I watched CFL.
Okay, well, I'm an NFL guy, but I can't remember who they started. But yeah, I know, and they don't have him in the future. No, it was just more of a let's see what he can do. Ndamukong Suh had his visit with the Raiders called off, so that means he's at the Saints on Friday, which he'll hopefully signs with.
Why, so he can get suspended 4 times?
Yes.
I was going to say, so he could turn into Albert Hainsworth.
Yeah.
Come on. That was mean. Okay. So, yeah, that's basically the NFL free agency and draft. So we have a little something to talk about on hockey, I believe. Do you know how... it's a bit of a it was a question brought up, but it was something. Zach Hyman scored yesterday.
Yeah.
Which fired me up. And did you know he scored it? By being the best forechecker in the National Hockey League.
But he's not the best forechecker in the hockey.
I agree he's the best forechecker.
Yeah,
oh, he's good.
I've said that multiple times.
Yes.
Don't get me on a tangent about Zach Hyman.
Oh, I love Zach Hyman.
I love him hard.
So anyway, he went in forechecking with, I believe it was, I don't know who was with him, to be honest. I watched the highlight because I was working. But one guy turns the puck over, Zach Hyman just picks his pocket, walks to the front, snipe show, goal, game over, except we lost, so it doesn't matter.
Brutally.
But, wow, what a
4
horrible...
unanswered goals.
Yeah, Freddie Anderson needs to turn it around, and needs to turn it around fast.
It wasn't his first game back from injury.
Yep, but he was bad for injury too. So, for the 3 games before his injury,
yeah.
he wasn't. He just needs.
Been pretty good.
He can have a pass until the first game of the playoffs. Then there's no more passes.
That's fair.
Curtis
Curtis McElhinney stepped it up though.
McElshuddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's my boy.
Oh yeah.
He's good.
I think he leads the league in save percentage now.
McElhinney?
Yeah.
That's
wow.
awesome.
Didn't even realize that.
I think
he should start in the playoffs.
I think. Oh.
Kidding.
Okay.
Kidding.
I heard that on the radio. I don't remember if it's true or not.
I think it's probably up there. I mean, he doesn't play a ton either.
You only need. Yeah, I don't remember what you need to be a
25 games to be a Jennings Trophy
at the end
person. Yeah, 25 games minimum. Around the league a little bit too. New Jersey Devils are stumbling.
As I said.
Next topic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I don't want to talk about that.
Panthers are surging.
I think that the Devils still make it. I think
yeah,
the
Devils-
wild cards are going to be. I think the Devils and the Panthers, as well as.
What? How does that make any sense?
My hot take of the Carolina
Why can't it be?
Hurricanes, though. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, true.
You think
Mistakes.
I'm a little confused at why you think the Devils and the Panthers are going to make it. Who's going to not make it?
Philly?
But
No,
they're like
not Philly.
5
They're
points
pretty
up on everybody.
Yeah, but they've stumbled a bit too lately.
Well,
They think they're 5-5 in the last 10, maybe, which isn't horrible. I'm
they're
not saying it's
I
bad.
think if Philly goes 4-5 in their last 9 games, I think they still make the playoffs.
They're 4 points. Yeah, okay, fine. And Florida's 2 points in hand.
2
yikes.
games in hand.
Sorry, 2 games in hand is what I meant.
I just looked at.
Well, New Jersey's only 4 points back of Philly with a game in hand, so it's possible. And I think they play each other before the end of the year.
That's a good question. Probably
They
they're in
do.
the same division.
They do. They don't. They don't. They play Pittsburgh, Tampa, Carolina, Pittsburgh, the Islanders, Montreal,
Wow, they have a very favorable
Rangers,
schedule.
Toronto, and Washington.
That's a very unfavorable schedule.
That is. It is very. Yikes.
Getting a little scared now.
Not really, but kind of. Like, I guess. I don't know. And they're also going to have James Van Riemsdyk in the offseason at 7x7.
Agreed. He's going there.
It's his home state. Someone's going to overpay for goals. I hope the Leafs don't sign him. I really hope the Leafs don't sign him.
I would be fine with it, even though
I was reading a Facebook comment where people were actually legitimately mad that they thought that James Van Riemsdyk doesn't want to sign with Toronto. It's because it's actually the opposite way around. But they were legitimately mad that they're like, why won't he sign here? And it's not that. It's they don't want to sign him.
Yeah, it's the other way where we just don't need him. Well, not that we don't need him. We
can't afford him.
We can't afford him to not score goals.
Which might happen.
Because his only trick is to score goals. And not a lot of them at even strength.
Ryan Donato scored again tonight, so he has got 4 points in 2 games.
It's a pretty good start to your career, I'd say.
And he missed practice yesterday because he had to go to school.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all. That's funny. Do we have any hockey questions at all? Oh, yes. When will Matt Mead admit that Matt Cook was a mediocre hockey player?
Okay, well. First of all, when will I admit that Matt Cook is still probably in a beer league somewhere, lighting it up, a mediocre hockey player?
Probably.
Mediocre? You know what? No, wasn't mediocre. He was. I think he's above average.
Ooh, yikes. That's aggressive.
When he was in Vancouver and the first little bit in Pittsburgh, and after that, yeah, sure, he went downhill pretty quick. Made some debatably dirty plays.
It wasn't even debatable.
When you Google Matt Cook, the first person that comes up is Mark Savard.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm sorry about what happened to you, Mark Savard.
He just retired last week, so.
I really love Matt Cook, and he was good at what he did, and I don't know why I like him. Just like him a lot. Met him when I was like 9.
I have a great autographed picture of him in my room. It's on construction paper.
That's awesome.
And it's in a frame. And I got it from a friend. And it's made out to me. And then the following week, he ended Mark Savard's career. So that has been tucked away.
So to answer the question, when will I? When the next Matt Cook generational player comes along and I focus on him.
So, first of all, before I forget this stat.
Oh, this should be good.
Generational talent, Zach Hyman.
Yeah.
Has
Absolutely.
the exact same amount of even strength points as Patrice Bergeron and another player that I forget his name. I don't remember who it was.
5-on-5 points?
5-on-5 points. 5-on-5 points. He's on pace for 40 points total, which is fine.
Does Bergeron score a lot on the power play?
Apparently.
What is his cap hit? 2.5?
Yeah, like a very low amount.
Love it.
Oh, that's Marchand.
Bargain player.
It was... Who tweeted that out, too? I feel like it was a Steve Dangle thing, maybe. I gotta look it up.
Brad Marchand only has 54 points because he's been hurt.
Yeah, it wasn't Marchand, it was Bergeron.
Yeah, that's Bergeron.
Yeah, he's been hurt, which is fine. Well, it's not fine. Sorry, Patrice.
He's got 55 games played.
Trying to find that tweet about it. No, it was James Myrtle. That's who it was. Yes, it was James Myrtle, the analytics guy.
Not even the analytics guy for the Athletic.
No,
You gotta follow Dom. I can't pronounce his last name.
Dmitry Filipovich.
Is that his last name?
Yes.
He's a great follow. I suggest you follow him. Good
He
luck
is really
spelling
good.
his last name though.
Filipovich. Filipovic.
No, you're thinking of the wrong person. This guy.
Oh, that is not who I know. Dom Lushizhin. Okay. I can't find the tweet, but I know it was there, and it's the same as somebody, so that's what it really matters. Also, Austin Matthews is tomorrow. Coming back
Potentially.
tomorrow. Nope, 100%.
He said he's coming back.
That was 100%.
What Austin
2
Matthews
days ago.
says goes.
What Austin says is what the Leafs
Didn't
do.
Mike Babcock say, yeah, he's good to go, and then keep him out an extra 2 games?
Yes, and that's good. I hope they do.
Matt's got another hockey question.
Good.
Last one for all of you from Caleb Palmetier. You could create one forward line and one defensive pairing. So 5-on-5. Who's on it?
Do they have to play their... Are we going to make it so they have to play their actual positions?
No, just
do
fine.
forward. Yeah, it's fine. No centers on the wing.
Oh, damn.
No centers on the wing.
Okay, so I did Tarasenko, McDavid, and Kucherov, and then on defense I have Carlson and Klingberg.
Really?
Wow.
Filthy.
I'm going to go D first. I'm going to go Hedman and Carlson. I got a couple Swedes.
And I'm going to have McKinnon on the forward.
No, I'm going to have McDavid at center because McDavid is still the best player in the world. He's got 90 points, I think, now.
Yeah,
Still.
something like that.
He's third in the league in points.
Yikes.
For the wings, that's a good question. I don't think I have Tarasenko because I think he's hasn't been very good this year, unfortunately.
He has 30 goals.
I guess I could have put Ovechkin in there.
Kucherov's playing left wing. And I think I'm going to put Brad Marchand on the right
that was
side.
hard for me. It was hard for me to overlook him, and I actually wanted to put Hyman in, but I mean, that's just...
It's a toss-up between him and Goudreau on the right side.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, here goes. On defense, I'm going to have Victor Hedman and
Doughty.
I was thinking either Drew Doughty, but no, I'm not going to.
I hate Drew Doughty.
Yeah, I know you do, and it makes no sense, but that's fine. No, we'll go Erik Karlsson because he's the best defenseman in the world. At center, we're going to have...
Speaking of John Carlson leading the league in defenseman points, just in case you weren't aware.
Wow. Anyway, Erik Karlsson is what I meant to say. At center, we're going to go Connor McDavid.
Real variety we got going
Yeah,
on
I
right
know,
now.
but it's pretty much
Yeah.
it's pretty much a given.
And Matt Cook on the wing.
On the wing, and I don't want to say this, and I'm not putting him on here because I think he's better than the other guy he was drafted with, but I think the best pure goal scorer in the NHL right now is Patrick Laine.
Oh, it is Patrick Laine.
Patrick Laine, and I want Johnny Gaudreau. Or I want Mitch Marner, who has turned himself into a very good passer. But I'm going to go with Johnny Gaudreau.
On the other side?
On the other side. And I'm not a big Patrick Laine fan, but he can score. So might as well stick him on there.
I'm not a big fan of him either, and I don't even know why.
It's because people like to say he's better than Matthews when he's not. So
Goal scoring he is. But that's
well, I don't even know about that. He's on pace for Matthews will be on pace for more than he is. He has 28 goals in 53 games.
That's fair.
So he's on pace for like 45 goals, which is basically what Laine is on pace for. Which is, but Matthews is better. So, but I'm still going Laine on the wing with Gaudreau. Is that the last hockey question we have?
Yep.
On to baseball.
Yeah, let's talk baseball. Let's do that.
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. Spring training is rolling down. They're rolling down the cliff, and I wish it would fall off and never exist again because I lost Justin Turner. He broke his wrist. So, talking Jays. Guys I would like to see on the lineup outside of Bo Bichette and Vlad Guerrero Jr. because that's obviously not going to happen, but I'd love it. We actually had a question about is Kevin Pillar
Oh, yeah.
an everyday player.
When
or
will
something.
Jays fans realize that
yes.
Kevin Pillar's not an everyday player? I think he's an everyday outfielder.
No,
He's brutal
I'll tell
at
you.
hitting.
He is
I
an
will tell
everyday
you.
player.
I will tell you, I stopped thinking Pilar was an everyday player last year.
Really?
I don't like Pilar.
Before this, I was talking to Smitty actually, and I said when this question gets asked, Tucker's going to get triggered.
Not really triggered, I just don't like him.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, he's good defensively, but you stick Anthony Alford.
He hits like 15 to 20 home runs a year and bats 260. What more can you want?
Some walks would be nice. Some on-base percentage above 300 would be nice.
A couple extra home runs, maybe. Like, I don't know.
There's not much more you can ask for.
To not have a guy that at the batting at the bottom of the lineup who can't turn it over for the top guys.
He's no Mike Trout, that's for sure.
Well, I don't
There's
need
not
any Mike
many
Trout.
center fielders
Can he be
as good defensively and can actually hit the ball semi well.
I used to think Kevin Pillar was one of the.
Would you rather
was a
have
top
Anthony
10?
Gose?
I don't know why
Or,
we're comparing him to a left-handed
be-
pitcher in the Texas Rangers organization.
Who am I thinking of?
Anthony Gose was that, but he's now a pitcher.
He's a pitcher now?
He throws 100 miles an hour. Yeah,
What?
I know. It happened last season. He changed it because he couldn't hit.
Well, that was who we were going to put as our center
Yeah, we
fielder
traded him
for
for
the very
Devin
long
Travis,
time.
and what a great trade that was. Kevin Pillar, I would like to see him use as trade bait for someone who wants a good defensive outfielder. And I want the outfielder to be Grichuk in right or left, whatever, don't care. I think Grichuk's going to have 35 home runs this year in Toronto. He had the 4th best exit velocity in the league last year. I want Teoscar Hernandez on the other side.
Where's Curtis Granderson?
And in center field, I want Anthony Alford.
So
And I want
you're
Curtis
just gonna say-
Granderson hitting against... Sorry, I want Curtis Granderson splitting time with Teoscar Hernandez.
You want him in the DH spot?
Yeah, absolutely, that'd be great, because then we can get rid of Kendrys Morales. Here's my dream lineup, and I'm going to conclude the kids, because it's my dream lineup, so I get the 2 as I want. Catching... Well, we got Russell Martin for 3 more years, so
He's
I guess,
gotta be there,
guess
unfortunately.
Russell Martin is there.
Hopefully, he doesn't get off to a
Danny
horse start
Jansen would be
again.
nice too, but he's probably not defensively ready. And anything but Luke Maile. Anything. So he's there. At first base, I want Troy Tulowitzki.
At first?
Yes,
That's interesting.
because they
What
need to
about-
stop getting injured.
But Justin Smoke's so good
Justin
defensively.
Smoke's going to be traded by July.
Was Justin Smoke an all-star?
Yes, that's why you trade him now, because he's not that good. Second base, I want Devin Travis. Just please don't get hurt. Shortstop, I want Bo Bichette. Third base, ooh. Well, I mean, yeah, Josh Donaldson, but he's going to be traded by July as well, so it's not going to matter. So we're going to go Vlad Guerrero. Then we have Grichuk, Anthony Alford, Teoscar Hernandez. Fire me up. That lineup would be nice. I don't care if we win 50
I
games.
feel like we're going
It'd be
through some
fun
growing
to
pains
watch.
with that.
Well, we're going through growing pains for sure, but it'd be fun growing pains to watch.
I think we're going to win 87 games this year and finish 3rd, so
You think so?
yes.
That's also what we had a question about that
I
actually.
think they finished 3rd also. They're better than the Rays and they're better than the Orioles.
Yeah, did the Jays finish 4th in the AL?
No, they finished 3rd.
They finished 3rd.
I think they finished 3rd, but I think it's close with them and the Rays. I
I
think the Rays surprised people. And even though they're tanking, I still think they surprised people.
I
think-
think Jays are going to win 87 games.
I think the Jays-
They might slip into that second wild card position.
I think the
I
Jays are
can't
going
see
to
that.
overachieve for what I
Me
think
too.
they're built for this year.
I think if we get Aaron Sanchez healthy and no blisters,
Which
That
he
adds
doesn't have any
10
so
to
far.
12 wins. That's not 10 to 12 WAR, but I mean, he gets you 10 to 12 wins.
I think your infield for the Jays is set in obviously Martin, Smoke, Travis, and Donaldson.
Yeah.
I said this earlier to Smitty when I was chatting with him that I really would like to see Carrera in the starting outfield.
Carrera's released.
What?
They released him
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
What?
Ezekiel Carrera's gone.
How did I not know that?
The TV diver.
He just
has
isn't.
been-
He
was a very surprised that he was released. He
I
said.
would not be. I don't like him.
Oh,
I think he's horrible defensively.
That's
I-
the
I
only
just
thing
don't-
that you and Greg Zahn can agree on.
I do not like Greg Zahn. He's blocked me. So we're going to move on from Greg Zahn. Sexual offender. Anyway, we're going back to the lineup. It's going to be Aledimus Diaz would be nice, and Solarte.
Who's our leadoff hitter?
Devin Travis.
Earlier I had him second. So you're going to go Devin Travis, then what, Pilar?
Yeah, I guess you.
And then...
Smoke in third.
Nah, I think Smoke's still batting fourth.
Or Donaldson
Is
in third.
Yeah. Gritchuk will be like 5 probably. Or 6 maybe.
Gritchuk, yeah.
Granderson will be up there too.
Yeah.
I could see Granderson at 2.
Oh yeah, or leadoff. I guess he's not as fast
he
as
could be, though.
he's not as fast as he used to be.
Faster than a lot of guys on our team though.
Yeah, we have a very slow baseball team.
Yeah, we would do. That's for sure. I think it's going to be kind of a crapshoot the whole.
We're gonna finish
year.
last in steals this year.
Yeah, probably.
With
Who's going to lead our team? Pilar with like 15, 12.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
How fast is Gritchuk? I don't even know.
I think he's quick. I don't think he's fast. I don't know. You never know. The rotation with Hap, it's set. So it's Hap, it's Sanchez, it's Estrada, it's Stroman, it's Garcia.
Yes.
I get to see Estrada pitch on the 31st.
Did you already buy Jay's tickets and didn't invite me?
I had these a long time ago.
I actually almost bought tickets tonight when I was at work.
It's gonna be sweet.
Hopefully,
I didn't buy them. I didn't buy them to the, not to the home opener or anything, but because they're like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, I almost bought a Tuesday night game.
Tuesday night game. Yeah.
Like in April or something.
Not a Wednesday night game. We're doing the podcast.
I think we should try and record a podcast at the Jays game.
On the go train.
Yeah, let's do that. We probably could. It's an hour in.
Feed one
Let's do that. You know what? Okay, hey, we're gonna do that one time. A Wednesday night. We're gonna. Well, that means I'd have to take night off work.
That means
I got to too.
And you got it too. That's
means
fine.
I would need to make
or we
more
could
money
switch
to
the
buy Jays
podcast
tickets.
night from the Wednesday to another day of the week that works.
That's
for us
true.
all, 'cause
Let's
this
do
is
that.
The only day of the week that I work is the day that we do this.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the starting rotation. I think it's
Half.
I think it's the second best rotation in the AL East.
It's a top 10 rotation in the MLB, that's for sure.
I'd say, yeah. Stroman's steady. He's gonna do very well.
He's probably win 13
First of all,
games.
timeout. Okay, got MLB The Show on pre-order here. MLB The Show's on pre-order, waiting for it to come out Friday. Marcus Stroman's rating? Take a guess.
85.
Take a guess.
92.
76.
Ooh.
They rated him a 76.
Then what's Estrada and Hap and
I don't
everybody else?
know, but they did a rating reveal. I was rattled.
Did they tell him to his face? Because I think if they
Yes,
did,
they did. He threw the card.
Yeah, I would. I figured he would.
Second of all, they did a ratings reveal to Aaron Judge, who's an 86. Do you know what his plate vision is?
Is it like 3?
26. That is low. But
That
yeah,
is quite
looking forward to
low.
that game. It'll be fun. But anyway, so that's, I don't know, who's your World Series? You said the Yankees.
Yes.
Over who? And yeah, no.
The Dodgers.
And you said
Astros.
Astros. Good. I picked the.
That was weird.
That was weird. Yes.
That was weird. My throat
Good
just stopped.
throat.
Working.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm still sticking with the Astros. I think it'll be closer than last year though. I think the Astros were like really overpowering last year. But I think the Dodgers got better. I think the Cubs are really good.
I also said the Cubs are very good.
Yeah, the Cubs are really good, I think. I also think that the Indians are really good. I think they win 100 games because the AL Central is not good. I kind of like the Seattle Mariners a little bit. I like D. Gordon at I don't know why I like D. Gordon recently, but I like D. Gordon at center field for them. He's fast. He'll make a lot of cool, great catches, as well as He'll bat at the top of the lineup, basically is what I'm trying to say. And he'll...
speaking of World Series, Sports Illustrated has picked the Washington Nationals for the third time in 6 years to win the World Series.
True, and I think they kind of have to go for it because if they want... Well, they're going to lose Bryce Harper probably, but you might as well try to win it the last year because you're not going to be good for a long time after this. What if... Here's a thought, and I don't think anyone's ever really touched on this yet. What if the Nationals trade Bryce Harper
to the Jays?
Come on. That'd be nice. For Donaldson. You can have Donaldson. And we'll give you Bo
Anything
Bichette.
you want.
And Vlad.
And
Come,
Stroman.
relax.
I wouldn't give up Bo Bichette and Vlad Guerrero for Bryce Harper. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. I seriously
Are they
wouldn't.
rated 2 and 3?
2 and 8.
2 and 8.
Probably 1 and 8, I imagine. Another team I like are the Diamondbacks. I picked the Diamondbacks out of the West. Out of the NL, sorry. I picked the Diamondbacks in the NL, and I picked the Astros out of the AL. I'm going to stick to that because I don't want to have to face the consequences of changing my picks 2 weeks after I did it before. So that's where we're at with that. So, not much going on in sports the past couple of days, to be honest with you. Spring training's rolling down.
This just in, the Boston Bruins have qualified for the playoffs. They are officially into the playoffs. I believe it's because they went to overtime.
We didn't do the stupid question from Nick Campbell.
No, we didn't. Do we have that?
Yes.
We have a stupid question.
we
It's
do
very
have
bad.
We do.
No, we had one.
Wow,
we were
that's
arguing
good.
about it the other day, Matt. Is it... Excuse me.
It's a hockey question, first of all?
No, it's a baseball question.
Really? Okay, good.
Oh, I think I remember what this is. And I answered it, and Darren didn't like my answer.
No, I didn't. I don't.
I
like
have
your
not
answer.
been informed of this. So I have
Is
no
it
idea.
fair to say that Marco Estrada is a better pitcher than Marcus Stroman? Was essentially the question.
No, the question
Will have
was...
a better season.
Will he have a better season this year? Not is he a better... Oh, I'm having difficulty.
Jump out the window.
I think it's a little dry in here. We're all having some trouble with it.
It is actually, yeah, it's really hot.
Find the actual question, please.
Sorry. My question is it out of line to say Estrada will have a better season than Stroman?
And I'm going to
word for
answer this
word.
right off the hop. It
Okay.
is not out of line to say that.
Really?
I think Marcus Stroman has lots of things on his mind. Sure, yeah, he's a professional athlete. But I think Estrada could easily have a better year than Stroman because the Blue Jays aren't going to be a good team. So do we really know who's going to be their best pitcher at this exact moment? No, we don't. Maybe Stroman has a bad year and Estrada plays good. Could be just because I'm an Estrada fan, but I think it's not out of line to say that at all. Hot take.
Okay, I like the take. I disagree with the take.
I agree.
Wait,
I
wait.
disagree
You
with,
disagree with the agree?
I disagree with that take.
I think. Yeah, you go first.
Here's why. I disagree with Matt Mead. Anyways.
Because I'm Matt Mead, you
No.
disagree with everything I said?
No. You didn't even have your take by the time I said I disagreed to Nick. Anyways, Marco Estrada's coming off a season where he had a 5 ERA.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Stroman coming off his best season as a professional, just entering his prime pretty much right now.
Yep.
I wouldn't put it past him to win 15 games this year, probably 3.2 ERA. Estrada, I think he's going to have over 4 ERA and probably only win 8 games.
Okay.
Let me re-clarify. Stroman is the better pitcher, and I like Stroman, I like Estrada, I like them all. But I'm just saying it's not going to be a good Jays team, so anything can happen, so I don't think it's out of line to say that. Not that I'm agreeing that he's going to, I just don't think it's out of line.
I don't know what to expect, to be honest, with this year at all. Saying that because I don't know if the Jays are going to be good or not. We've been hyping up the Yankees, hyping up the Red Sox.
And they could be...
What if the Jays just had a bad year last year? Sanchez was hurt all year. Donaldson was hurt for a good chunk. Tulowitzki missed half the year. Travis missed half the year.
Misses half of every year.
He's going to miss half of this year
I know.
as well.
Okay, forget about Tulowitzki. If you can keep Travis healthy, you can keep Sanchez pitching more than 11 innings on the year. If you can keep Donaldson healthy, who's to say they can't be that team they were before? Plus, he scooped up, I think, okay, hot take. I think I would rather, at this point, have a healthy Aledmus Diaz than a healthy Troy Tulowitzki.
Wow.
Because at least he's consistent. I mean, yes, okay, the whole Aledmus Diaz thing doesn't make any sense because the guy was an all-star in his rookie year. He was sent down last year because of Paul DeJong.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he was playing in AAA. Fine and dandy, whatever. He wasn't for not playing well. It's because they didn't have a spot for him. So we get him for nothing, pretty much. I think he's gonna be good.
I just can't wait for
But
baseball
okay,
season
that's
to
not even,
start.
that wasn't even the question anyway. That wasn't even the question. I'm just saying I don't know how good the Jays are gonna be. If the Jays are gonna be okay, I think Stroman could be a Cy Young candidate.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike out a lot of guys. He gives up hits because he's a ground ball pitcher, but he doesn't give up that many runs. He's gonna get wins. He pitches like a ridiculous amount of innings. I think Marco Estrada.
Marcus, we're combining the two pitchers.
Combining. Marco Estrada is a very good pitcher. His changeup is one of the best in the league. Again, ground ball guy. Doesn't strike out a ton. He strikes out enough, but not a ton. I don't think he's going to be a Cy Young candidate. I think Stroman has the potential to be that, but Stroman also has the potential to be not that good if he can't find his command and get his stuff to move. That's a different story, though. But I think Stroman will have a better year, but I think Marco will have an underrated year because he's not as flashy as Stroman. Stroman's all over the TV. He's all over social media. Marco Estrada is the really quiet, goes out and does his job, and goes to the clubhouse. That is what I wish Marcus Stroman would do, but he won't, so that's fine. You live with both.
Fans love it.
You love it or you hate it. It's kind of whatever. As long as he's doing his job, I don't care.
I don't even know if I love it or hate it yet.
I don't either.
I'm still deciding.
I didn't like the calling out of whatever I brought up before. It was kind of annoying, but if he's doing his job, I don't really care what he's doing. So he can say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants because at the end of the day, it's his stuff. So I think Jay Happ will have an underrated season. He's a lefty. He's good. Jaime Garcia is going to be serviceable. He'll be fine. He's not going to be fantastic or anything. If Sanchez can stay healthy, he's another one of those guys that could be a Cy Young candidate. I'm not saying he's going to be, but he could be. But I still think, yeah, Stroman has a better year than Estrada. And that's just strictly because of his ceiling.
And that's next weekly question.
Which
wasn't even that bad of a question, Darren.
Something I did want to bring up was, and for people who don't know it there, I'll explain it. It's the MLB service time stuff, which we talked about a bit before the podcast. So it's something in like the bargaining agreement, which is just kind of dumb, that allows a team. So you get 6 years of MLB service time before you become a free agent. 6 years in the majors, then you can sign with whoever you want. You have to do your time. Like Aaron Judge is making $500,000 this year because of the service time thing. Aaron Sanchez is making the same kind of money. But there's a loophole to get yourself, a team to get you a 7th year. So top prospects like Ronald Acuna from the Braves, he's like a really good player already, and he hasn't even stepped foot in the majors yet. But he's gonna be sent down to AAA for 2 weeks, 15 days. Those 15 days give the team a full extra year of service time to the team. So he essentially has to play 7 years in the majors before he can get a big payday. Which it doesn't even make sense. Like, they need to figure something out because it's going to happen the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to happen to Bo and Vlad next year. They're both going to play in the majors next year, probably. They're both going to have to stay down in the minors for 2 weeks. Which, as a Jays fan, sure, that's great.
There was a question about Bo and Vlad that we didn't answer.
Oh, was
I
there?
just remembered on Twitter.
From John.
But anyway, I think that needs to change. But yeah, there was a Bo and Vlad question. So
When do you feel like they'll be in the lineup?
when will they be in the lineup?
You kind of just answered it right there.
I kind of answered it, but I also think there's a possibility that they're there this year. Because, and I was listening to it on Overdrive with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. And if the Jays suck, if they come out of the gate and just suck again, like they did last year, which is possible. It's possible.
Possible, yes.
Or it's possible they come out flying. But let's pretend for a second they lose 18 games in the first month and win 5. And they decide to start selling ship. And the Jays love making money, and that's what they care about. Realistically, it's what they care about. And they trade Smoke, and they trade Pilar, and they trade Donaldson for a whole bunch of stuff. You still need to get people in the seats. So what if you bring up Bo and Vlad, mid-July, August, September, whatever, and you kind of distract the disgruntled fans from the fact you just traded a top 15 player in Major League Baseball? Maybe that's something you can be like, hey, we're going to throw Donaldson away, but come watch the kids because they're the next best players in the majors. Come watch them. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility they're up by the summer, midsummer. I mean, I would buy more tickets to go watch them, so everybody else would too. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking.
Whether or not the Jays are good or bad, I'm still going to watch them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's baseball.
And
So
I'm beyond excited to just get the season going.
Shohei Ohtani has a 27 ERA in spring training. It's not out of the realm of possibility either that he gets sent down to start the year. So that's good. It is possible he does end up getting sent down. I don't foresee it, but it's not like they put a lot of money into him. But he is supposed to be unbelievable. Let's go. We're talking baseball here for the last. We're only going to go about another 10 minutes or so. Top 3 MVP picks for the year.
Stroman.
In both leagues or just all together?
No, I mean for not for the team, for the whole league.
Stroman.
Ooh, I like that. I'd like that to happen.
Probably
NL and AL.
AL and
Harper.
NL.
Yeah, Harper. I'll go first. We can just if you want to go. I'll go first. My AL picks: Stanton, Altuve, Carlos Correa.
Oh, you stole mine.
That's okay. So that's the 3 in the AL that I think could be the MVPs. The NL. Paul Goldschmidt. Corey Seager.
Say it.
And Clayton. No,
Yeah,
not going. I'm not going Clayton Kershaw. I'm not going Clayton. I'm not going to go Clayton Kershaw. Corey Seager, Paul Goldschmidt,
Carlos Correa? Are we saying?
and Joey Votto. Carlos Correa is in the AL.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
already said that.
I didn't know you were doing it that way.
Oh, yeah, okay. I had Correa on the other side. Joey Votto. I think Joey Votto could finally do it.
You can finally
I love Joey Votto. I love Joey Votto. Waive your no-trade clause and come home. Come to Toronto.
I have, in the AL, I have Correa,
Okay.
Altuve,
Okay.
and Jose Ramirez.
Ooh, I like that. 56 doubles last year. That's a lot.
NL, Nolan Arenado.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll go with Joey Votto as well. Third one's kind of hard.
There's a lot of possibilities.
I'll go with another Rocky. I'll go Charlie Blackmon.
I was going to say that. Yeah, that was another one I was thinking of. Charlie Blackmon. It's been good for a long time.
Yeah, good outfielder.
Okay.
Think the Rockies make the playoffs?
No.
They got two very good players, and that's it.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know
That's
what I
really
like a lot?
Who?
Mookie Betts.
Really? Yeah. He is really good. He went really high in fantasy drafts this year.
5'9".
He is small, kind of Dustin Pedroia size.
5'10", something like that.
Yeah, very small. 5'9".
I like him.
He's good.
Is he the next Dustin Pedroia?
Well, he was drafted as a second baseman, eh? And then now he's
Outfielder.
an outfielder, and he's really good. Man, I want baseball to start.
Oh, I can't wait.
I cannot wait at all.
I
I'm gonna watch
playoff hockey.
I need to buy MLB TV again so I can just watch all the games.
Split on
Yep.
that?
Let's do it.
Just go to Reddit MLB streams.
Yeah.
But why not
that's
just
so
get MLB
lame.
TV and you can
Anyway.
watch them all?
Because money.
It's like $5 a month.
Because money.
Fair. Fine.
Same reason
So
I
we
don't
got-
get NHL TV.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. NHL too. Yeah.
Although they're
I don't.
a lot worse because
Yeah.
they still do blackouts.
Which is so stupid. If you're paying money to watch NHL, you shouldn't have blackouts on NHL TV. Same as Game Center Live. Bugs me. Couple big things coming up with the Locker Talk in the next few weeks. We've got like an actual big time guest coming on soon.
Potentially.
Multiple. Maybe.
Multiple,
I don't know,
actually.
consider-
No, we will. We'll consider that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Like we're getting some real guests.
He is interested to come on.
He is. Speaking of that.
Our first two
Speaking
guests were
of that-
real. Our first two
Yes.
guests were
No, I
also-
don't. Yeah, I'm not saying. I just
No
mean like.
disrespect to them.
No, absolutely
You're
not.
listening, guys.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like an analyst is what I mean
Mm-hmm.
to come on and speak actual facts towards us.
I can't wait for him to blow my mind with some things.
Yeah, I know.
that Make me look silly.
So I'll give a couple hints. First of all, actually, I gotta call someone out on this. Who opened his message and didn't tell me that he sent us one?
Me probably.
Oh, it definitely wasn't me. I don't get notifications.
So I thought the other day, I'm like, he hasn't messaged. Like I messaged him a while ago.
I
Why hasn't he
knew
messaged
that.
back?
I like how you messaged him at 12:40 in the
And
morning.
then yeah, I wasn't sleeping. So I literally went and I was like, oh, he did message us 2 days ago. So I messaged him back. Do a little hint on him.
You only messaged him like 2 hours after.
Oh really? I thought it was longer than that.
Well, 4 hours.
Okay.
Well,
that's not
fun
even
fact
bad.
about Brandon, he doesn't actually know how to use a cell phone, so
True.
he doesn't really know times either.
Fair. But anyway, the guy that's coming on, it's a guy. He's an NHL analyst. Out west,
NHL Network.
NHL Network is who he works for. Big hockey mind, knows what he's talking about. It's a good follow too, actually. Worked in Sportsnet for a few years.
We're just going to tell you everything about him except his name.
Except his
How's
name.
that?
Let's do that, yeah. He's also a big Dodgers fan, so we can talk
Yeah.
some Dodgers with him too, maybe. But he covers the Jets.
Oh, I was going to say he covers a West Coast team.
He covers the Jets. He's the Jets insider.
A very good
basically.
Winnipeg Jets team.
A very good Winnipeg Jets team. He wants to get something going for the playoffs, and rightfully so, because he wouldn't want to be doing podcasts when the playoffs are happening, because they're probably going to go for
Quite
a while. But yeah, he's going to have a lot to say, and we'll probably have him on for a while just so he can talk some sense into all three of us.
Especially Darren.
Especially Darren, yes.
I watch the Jets 5 times a year.
We're
Playing
gonna
Avs.
True.
I know how good they are.
They are good. We'll talk their forward depth, which is not as good as the Leafs.
That's a lie.
But I know, I'm kidding.
What
But
else do we have?
who else do we have? We've got a professional football player coming on eventually. Former, yes.
Former CFL star.
CFL star.
Was very, very
We're
good.
also gonna fire up some different. We're gonna have a junior hockey player on here.
Yep.
In the tier of the junior C variety.
Yep, they're in the
And
playoffs
OHL,
right
yes.
now.
They're in the playoffs heading to Schmalls.
They're-
We're also gonna do. I'm gonna get a couple guests on of another sport, which we can talk about later.
Okay.
It's pig wrestling. No, I'm totally kidding. It's not. But yeah, so that's kind of what we got going on in the next few weeks. We'll keep you updated on the social medias. Yeah, keep the questions coming. It's really nice to have questions to answer. in the next couple weeks, next week's the night before baseball season starts, so wow, we'll have a lot to talk about into that.
That's fair.
And playoff hockey too.
Playoff hockey too.
Coming down to the stretch run.
There's only about between 10 and 8 games left for some teams. It's the stretch run, all right. We probably won't talk about NFL very much for quite a while because there's not a lot going on right now.
CFL.
Maybe a little Ilya Kovalchuk action next week.
Oh yeah.
A little Ilya Kovalchuk action next week probably.
Yeah, I like him, but
I think he's gonna be Vegas go. Yeah.
I want to talk about him now, but okay.
But yeah, we'll keep you updated. Please keep the questions coming. If you have any comments or concerns, feel free to message us.
By next Wednesday, there'll probably only be about 3 teams not in the NHL playoffs.
That's true, and it'll be fight time. It'll be go time.
Next Wednesday, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think what we're gonna do next week is I'm gonna slam a projector in here and we're gonna watch it.
There is 11 days of the NHL season next Wednesday when we record.
That's good. So we're gonna be watching that
so
too.
Probably 4 games, 3 games.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for listening again. If you got all the way through, if not, well then it doesn't matter at this point.
You clicked on it already.
Yeah, you clicked on it. So thanks for the view.
Thanks for the support. Thanks for the questions. We appreciate it.
See you next week.
See you next week.